and welcome back to my channel. It's going to be kind of a long review. I know I said I was going to do like 5-10 minute reviews, but that's only per product that I've been doing that. I'm actually going to be doing a eBay haul review. So these are products that I've had for a couple weeks now. I've been able to test them out, try them out, and see if it was really worth the savings. So here we go. Now, I haven't taken this out because this was actually getting mailed out. I did buy one of these. It's supposed to be like a small like Sigma mat kind of thing. And it is small, I'm not going to lie. It's small. I really thought these were a lot bigger, and they weren't. And it gives you a nice size suction cup on the back to, you know, suction to your sink, and you go ahead and do whatever. I wasn't going to bring mine out just because it was wet. I did wash some of my brushes, and some of the ones that I'm looking at here were not ones that I cleaned, so overlook that. But anyway, I do like this. I do find it that the suction cup doesn't hold all the way. Once all the water starts getting all the way around it, it will start to slip and slide. So I started sticking it actually at the bottom of my sink, and it works great. I love it. It's nice. I'd like a bigger one. I plan on ordering a bigger one, but I'm not spending, was it $31, $32 on a Sigma mat. It's all just the damn same. It's made out of silicone and rubber, people. You don't have to have a brand on it for it to do better than everybody else. Just saying. Little rant over and done with. Now, along the same lines here, I got the brush egg. Now, I didn't show this in my last video because it was in my, as I was starting the video, I didn't realize that I didn't bring it in here. I wasn't going to stop the video, go get it, and bring it in here. But anyway, it's just a regular brush egg. It says brush egg on it, and then it's got the small little legs, I don't know what you want to call those, little nubs, and then yeah, now it's dripping on me. Thought it was dry, evidently not. And then it's got these rivets here for you to clean your brush. I like this. I don't love it and I don't hate it. When I originally did my video, I did tell you guys that when you go to put your 2 fingers in, okay, because that's how you're supposed to use it, okay, once you start getting water inside, you know, in between your fingers, drips down, whatever, it just slides right out. And right as you're scrubbing your brush, then your brush egg just falls. That aspect I don't like, but I do like the fact that this does work. It does clean your brushes. I do like that fact. It was actually, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was a lot bigger than what it was supposed to be originally, but I don't mind it. Isn't bigger supposed to be better? I guess it depends on your aspect. But anyway, next thing we will go to, while I'm moving my camera, if you haven't noticed. I know I'm missing one. Oh, of course you'd have to be at the bottom. Anyway, wait, wrong one. Dagnabbit, I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, I had a lot of brushes in this haul. And these were supposed to be MAC dupes for their brushes. Now, in my last video, I did figure out that 2 of them, they did mark as $2.39, and obviously they are not $2.39 brushes. They don't look anything like brushes. And good lord, could you play your bass any louder? Holy crap. Anyway, these are what they look like now. I've been using these for about 2-3 weeks. I've been using a lot of my brushes probably a week prior to me even doing my haul because I was waiting for certain things to get in to do the haul. But they're not bad brushes. I noticed with this big one here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to go out of, the bristles are starting to fan out a little bit, like on the sides. I've noticed a little bit of shedding, not much. It's still a good shader brush. I like it. It is quite soft. But yeah, I do like this one. The next one, I don't think, yeah, this one's not labeled. It looks like this. It's a nice blender brush. And as you can tell, it is dirty because I do use this a lot. Between this one and the crease brush, I use these more than the other two. But I absolutely love these. And I would repurchase these. I think I paid $3 and some change for these, and I did get free shipping with these because they said they would be here within 10 to 15 business days. And if anybody really knows me, they know I have no patience. God gave a bunny rabbit. So yeah, 10 to 15 business days I deal with. But about 98% of the time, they actually come within 10 business days. So I do like these. The shader brushes, they're okay. I mean, they work, but they're just okay. These two, I love them. I do love them very much. Okay, the next ones, this was actually first in my last video. Thank God I caught it. Okay, were the 10-piece brush set that I have. And I don't know why I put you in that. But anyway, honestly, I don't think it was worth the $10 now that I've actually used them. I use more of the face brushes than I do the eye brushes. I like 4 out of the 5. These two right here, the angled kabukis, they look like this. I like using these to set my under eye. Very good for that. I do like these. The other two, I like these more than the other two. One's a flat top kabuki. The other one I consider a complexion brush. And that would be this one here. I use this for my foundation. I do really like it. I have washed these a couple of times now, and I noticed there is a little bit of shedding with these. Not a lot, but I just keep an eye out. This one, everybody knows, I did not like it. I've used it a couple times. I don't like it. These have not the same bristles as the other brushes. There's even pieces and chunks of glue that you can feel. You don't want that scratching on your face. I don't like it. I haven't thrown it away just because I kind of use it as an example of a brush to not get, if you know what I mean. And then the eye brushes, honestly, I don't like any of them except for this one here. It used to be yeah, I am correct. This is the flat top kabuki eye brush. This is the only one I've used that I've actually liked. These other two I don't really care for. They're too long, and they don't have, I don't know if you can tell, I'm gonna see if I can do this from the side. They're not filled all the way with bristles like they should be. So I didn't really care for those. I do like this one. I don't use it as much as the MAC dupes that I have. Next one, oh no, here it goes. I knew I had another one. This one here is my favorite out of those. It is a rounded top. I love this to use in the crease. Like I said, I don't use this as much as I do the MAC ones. Next one that I have is this fan brush here. I paid 99 cents. The only thing I've noticed with this that I don't like, I don't know if you can tell on the edges here, some of the bristles are already starting to come out. I've washed this once. I'm almost not wanting to wash it anymore just because I don't want them to all fall out. There's not that many bristles on this thing anyway. So, kind of leery about that one. Let's see. Then, let's see. You know what? We're going to have to take a quick minute because I forgot something. Give me just 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Okay, so I forgot this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous brush. I use this every day. This is definitely a holy grail for me. I don't usually say that too often about a lot of products. And it is a replica or a fake, a cosmetics blush, not blush brush, a powdered brush. There you go. And it looks like this. This thing has definitely expanded. It came in, it was wrapped really nice too. And like I said in my original video, which I will link somewhere up here throughout the video, this part here is metal, and then this part here is plastic. But this thing is amazing. I absolutely love this brush. I know it's big. Look at this. It's just like the size of my dab burn, almost my whole cheek, this whole area here. And this is wonderful. I use this for powder. I've even used this for bronzer. And not like right in here per se, just because, or contour. I don't use this for contour. It's way too huge. But I will use this for bronzer going around the face, especially since it's, you know, big enough. You know, it definitely works. I absolutely love this. I already ordered 3 more just in case something happens to it. Plus I plan on giving one to my mom. My mom's gonna love this. She's probably gonna be like, that's way too big of a brush. but it's a wonderful brush. So soft. And I like the fact that I think they would consider this a duo fiber. I could be completely wrong. You know how usually they're like two-toned? I know. Like this one, where is it? Like this one. This is the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. They call this like a duo fiber brush. But, you know, it completely looks different, I can tell you that. But it is so soft. I would buy every brush that felt like this, especially if it was this cheap. Absolutely love this thing. I think, honestly, that's like one of my complete favorites overall with everything that I have here. Now, I do have more brushes. This is the last set that I have, or the last set of brushes I have. And these are supposed to be the Bold Metals brushes by the Real Techniques. Or Real Techniques, however you put it. And they came like that. They didn't come dirty. Obviously, I use them quite a bit. And I will kind of go through these individually. This is supposed to be the powder brush. Now, the original one, from what I caught, is supposed to be just completely like angled, from what I've heard. This one definitely is not that way. I like using this one for bronzer, for contour. Works quite well. I can even use this to set my under eye. Works quite well. Love this brush. And, you know, they say that the original Bold Metals brushes are supposed to be weighted. Now, to be honest, these are like weighted. I mean, not necessarily down here, but like in the ferrule. You can feel they're a little bit heavy. But absolutely love this brush. I honestly think this is my favorite out of the bunch, but let's go ahead and get into the rest of them. This one's supposed to be, I guess, your contour brush, and it works quite well for that. I honestly only use it just to lay it out. I don't actually try and mix it in. To me, I don't know. I don't like doing it with this brush. That sounds really wrong, didn't it? I didn't mean it that way. I don't know. To me, when I use this, my contour ends up patchy, so I don't use this. I really just use it to lay it down. That's about it. It's okay. But when you pay $7 or $8 for a set of 7 brushes, that's actually pretty good. Next one, this one is supposed to be the blush brush. And I do use it a little bit for blush. I really only use this for the apples of my cheeks. I don't go farther back. I don't know if I just haven't gotten the rhythm of using this one. And this one's like the rose gold looking one. It's really pretty. But I really use other brushes for my blush, especially if I'm going all out. I won't use this, but it is a nice brush. I mean, I'm well, I guess I'm kind of giving a semi bad review, but I do like it. Just, you know, you could almost use this for contour as well. I might try this out for that. I wasn't even thinking until now. This one, okay, I don't know what the flippy this one is supposed to be for. It is triangular. Look at this. It is triangular. You have angles on both sides. Got 1, 2, and then you got the flat back. Now, some people said that this was like a blush brush or like a highlighting brush. I can see maybe a little bit, you know, if you flip it over to, you know, kind of do the under eyes of your cheeks. Almost think it's a little too heavy or packed. I mean, there's not that many bristles, but I almost feel like it's too heavy to do something like that with this. Maybe a little highlight. I don't really like this brush. This one is actually my dud out of all of these. It's not really my thing at all. So, if you know a better way to use that brush, let me know in the comments below. And then the last 3 are eye brushes, and they're all silver. And I have this one here. This is an angled eyeliner brush. I actually use this to go underneath like my bottom lashes to apply color. I usually don't do, you know, under eye color, just for the simple fact it always ends up dragging underneath, and I don't like that. I do have a few fine lines underneath, and that's not something you want exaggerated. This little brush is amazing because I don't get it with that. I love this brush. I do. One of my favorites out of the eyes. This one, yes, you can tell it's definitely dirty because I've been using it. This is definitely like a flat shader brush. You can tell I was packing color on my lid earlier, but I don't think No, I did use this brush. I had to look in the mirror and see what I was wearing. I do like this brush. It is actually kind of like densely packed, and if I do like this, you're gonna see powder flying. One thing I did not mention with those brushes, I have washed them. I haven't noticed any fallout with the bristles at all. No movement within the ferrule to the, what do you call this, handle, I guess. So that's a good thing. This one here, this is the last one. This is a blending brush, and I definitely like that for like my outer V and even into the crease if you want to stick with one brush. This is definitely a good one. I like the bristles. They're all very soft. And yeah, I do think they were definitely worth the amount of money I paid for them. Next one. And it's this one. It's called Drawing Eyebrow Pencil. I've seen quite a few reviews on this product, and it really is kind of like a mixed review. I did get this in the shade 2. If you can see that, maybe not. And it comes out angled. And I do believe they were saying this is an Anastasia dupe. Now, whether that is, I don't know. I don't own that product, so I cannot compare the two. I can only tell you what I like in this product, and I did use it today. I do have full brows, but I do have some sparse areas, like right in the beginning of my brows on both sides. So I do use this to fill them in, and I do like this. It is waxy. When you first start using it, it is hard. It still is kind of hard, but I kind of like the fact that, you know, you can just do like hair strokes and it shows up. And that's basically what it looks like. But I do like this. The only thing I don't like about this product, and it does last all day, by the way, is this spoolie here. This thing is sharp and it hurts. I don't use this spoolie. But yeah, I do like this product. I only paid 99 cents for this, and it came within 10 business days. So I can't pass that up. That was really good. Next one is, I know I did this in an eBay haul, but this is an authentic product. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer, and it looks like this. I'm pretty sure everybody and their mother knows what this looks like. And I've been using this quite a bit. As you can tell, I've been using it quite a bit. Look at that. But it is great. I do like this. Now, do I think it's... I paid a different price. I paid $9 for this. But the original price, I think, is like $21. I would not pay $21 for this product. To be honest, I think a pretty decent, you know, one to use at drugstore is the Milani. I'm not gonna lie. If I could get that for $9, I'll keep paying the $9 for it. But $21 to me, it is not worth it. Okay, my last 4 products, they're all, you know, the same. Ooh, shizer. These are the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks, and they look like this. But yeah, I got 4 of them. They all came from the same seller. The only thing I found really odd was that I got 4. 3 are fakes and 1 is real. Don't know how the flippy I ended up with that, but I'm not too mad because the one that's actually real is the one I really, really wanted, and it is Pure Hollywood. Love this color. It looks more peachy on me. Reason being is because I actually have really pigmented pink lips. Honestly, I could go out with a straight gloss and hey, you would think I've had a lipstick on just because I do have highly pigmented lips. But this one here, this one I know a fact is a fake because Lovely does not look that bright. I would have thought this was like Party Pink or Sweet Talker or something. And that's what that comes out to be. And it looks darker on camera than what it really is. They do all dry matte. Obviously the one I love the most is the real one, and this is Pure Hollywood. And here we go. That's what that one looks like. They do all dry matte. The issue I have with the fake ones is that they tend to, the formula feels gritty. So once it's dry, you know, it is matte and you don't feel it anymore. You start feeling gritty when, which one is this one? This one's Sweet Talker, one at the bottom. You start feeling gritty when it starts flaking away. And when I mean flaking away, I mean I have pictures. I don't know if I still have them. If I do, I'll post them up. Like you could just see like the dots and stuff of it coming off. So yeah, the last one I'm going to swatch for you is Retro Coral. I mean, they actually, is that really hair? Okay, maybe, maybe not. Let's see, we'll do it right here. That one right there is Retro Coral. Like I said, they all, the 3 that are fake definitely come out gritty. Once they turn matte, they're absolutely fine until they start to, you know, come apart. And they do, you know, how can I put this? Through drinking, there's no transfer. It works quite well. But once you start eating or eating something that is oily, they will start to break apart really bad. And I actually did a wear test on these, and I think it was about 3 hours that the fakes started to come apart. And I was actually in Rite Aid waiting for my husband. It was a payday, and yeah, I could feel it, not even touching. I could feel that it was just coming apart. So I paid $7.99 I think for each of these, and I guess, you know, getting 1 out of the 4 and paying what I did obviously is a lot cheaper than paying, was it $25 for one of those? But they do dry matte. They're not fully dry yet. I do notice though that the fake shades actually dry quicker than the other one, and the real one, and that the real one stays more tacky than the other ones. The other ones dry completely matte, like there's no thing going, like it's matte. But anyway, those are my reviews on these products. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these, what you felt about them, or things